And we're back, joined by my friend Navin.
Yo.
This time we're going to do a review of Mad Max for some reason.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road, for some reason, got nominated for an Oscar. For several Oscars. 10, in fact, I think.
Mad Max Fury Road or Beast of No Nation. Yeah, they're
see,
exactly the same.
They're totally on the same level.
Yeah.
I don't give a rat's ass about movies that get nominated for the Oscars. I mean, there's some, I guess, I don't want to go that far, but like, I wouldn't go watch a movie specifically because it was nominated for an Oscar. That actually tends to draw me away from movies.
Because most Oscar movies are boring as hell.
Exactly. I think that's going to be our catchphrase. Hardcore acting is our theme, or is the theme for most Oscar movies. So I tend to steer clear. But when a movie like Mad Max Fury Road gets nominated, if you haven't seen it by now, basic premise is
stay home and make sure you don't see it ever again.
If you've seen it once, you've got the gist of it. It is one of those movies that you can put on just to show off your surround sound and your TV. It looks nice. The cinematography and all this other nonsense and like all the technical things are really good. A lot of the stuff is done. The CG, there's CG in it, but like most of the car stuff, which is 90% of the stuff, is done practically. But it's one of those movies where you can actually turn off your brain and, just watch it. Because the plot, I'm still trying to figure out.
I was going to say, what is the plot?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Basically, the gist of it is Mad Max is a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. No, wrong movie. He is a crazy man driving around trying to look for supplies the world has ended at this point. If you haven't gotten that from the trailer, he gets captured for reasons not explained ever, because reasons. How's that? And at the same time, there's this dude. What the hell was his name?
Like head guy.
The extra pale guy with all the weird armor and stuff and the boils and shit on him. But yeah, the main bad guy. He has a bunch of concubines that escaped with the help of Charlize Theron, who I think is the most. They should have just named it Furiosa because she's the main character.
I don't know what. Yeah, Mad Max.
Mad Max was there. He grunts a lot, and I want to say
he does hardcore acting.
He does hardcore.
I think Tom Hardy had maybe like 5 lines in that movie.
And 4 of them were grunting.
That's probably true.
Yeah, and I want to say half the movie he had a mask on his face. So, yeah, 4 of those lines, 5 lines were behind a mask with him grunting. But Furiosa, or Charlize Theron, was a total badass in this movie, and it was cool seeing a chick to kind of take charge and basically she was the star of the movie, to tell you the truth, or the main character rather. That's where the plot ends. There's a whole lot of driving, hardcore acting from the cars, you might say, but no, the action was incredible. It was one of those movies where you just kind of, if it's on TV, you'll watch it, but
I mean,
you won't.
I guess you'll watch it for 10 minutes and then you're like, what? Yeah,
very far-fetched. Again, I still don't know how this got nominated for an Oscar.
I legitimately, I mean, think about it. It got, Best Picture?
It got Best Picture, Best Actor, I think.
It can't. No, there's no way that got Best Actor.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure.
Ed Hardy. Sorry.
Tom Hardy. Yeah, he, let's see. It got nominated for Best Picture.
And a bunch of other stuff.
And a bunch of other shit, but still.
It feels like the Oscars they were trying to get a movie that...
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. It wasn't nominated for... Tom Hardy wasn't nominated.
See, there you go.
No.
Neither was what's-her-face? Charlize Theron.
Neither was Charlize Theron. It got nominated for Best Director.
I think it was what the Oscar was trying to do, or what the Oscars were trying to do, excuse me, is they were trying to find, like, that one action movie that lots of people saw, and they were like, hey, let's nominate that for an Oscar to make the Oscars more relevant and relatable to people.
Right.
But they went, it was wrong.
You can skip the dialogue, put it that way.
It's basically, I would put it on par with Transformers.
I wouldn't go that
far. Except Transformers has more action. Mad Max.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, it's not a horrible... I mean, the director did a better job than Michael Bay. Like, every director does.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's-
kind of selling it short. It wasn't a bad movie.
Yes, it was.
It's not the best movie. It's one of those movies that, hey, that was pretty cool. Okay, I'll forget about it 2 weeks from now.
But it had it made no sense.
It didn't make-
How many, you saw it probably more than once and you still don't understand what happened.
No,
in it.
I saw it a total of maybe 3 times. The second time was just so I could figure out what the fuck was going on.
Right. So how is it a good movie or not? At least in Transformers, I kind of know what happened.
Right.
This one, I legitimately have no idea what took place the entire time. Like, what? Why? It legitimately
well,
makes no
because-
sense. There's I have
because-
so many questions
Alright,
in my head.
The main
They
reason
were-
why I dug this more than, say, a movie like Transformers is because at least it was consistent with his lunacy, as opposed to Transformers, where they were kind of trying to sell you toys, and it was more about like, oh, let's throwing a whole bunch of shit at the wall and see if it sticks in order to justify a plot. This one didn't have a plot. Mad Max didn't have a plot, and it was okay with that. So that and then you just proceed to show you a long ass car chase. It was like what, 90 minutes long?
Yeah,
So,
probably.
and so it's basically a 90-minute car chase, which on
But it
paper
wasn't
doesn't sound bad. To
But
tell
it
you the
wasn't an
truth.
action-packed car chase. It was like one car following another car.
Right.
It wasn't like cars
Yeah.
weaving. It was like
But here's the thing. Another thing about between that and Transformers, you can tell which car was which car.
yeah, you're right. But they're like, okay, Mad Max is like that hot girl that legitimately she looks really nice, but as soon as she opens her mouth or if she says anything, there's no substance. You don't want to hear from her ever again. And Transformers is the guy version of the hot girl. So it's like the meathead dude that's all about punching and kicking, but there's legitimately not. They're the same thing.
I understand that, but dude, don't deny yourself. You would hit that hot chick.
Yeah, but not this.
At least once. At least
not
once.
This one. This was. I would never inflict this movie on anyone. I really wouldn't. It was not a good movie.
Well,
Don't watch it.
I think you should watch it just once. It's worth watching once.
Yeah. If you can survive longer than 10 minutes, leave a comment. I would love to know how you did it.
And that is where we will end it. And please comment below and see what you thought. Well, I'm curious to see what you thought about it.
I know what you thought about it, so you don't really need to leave those comments.
No, I really want to know what you thought about the movie. Like I said, I didn't hate it, but anyway, we'll leave it there. And thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. And on that note, we're out of here.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!